All right, what up, Mastermind? Happy Tuesday, y'all. Excited to see your faces. Beginning of the year. So much possibility, so much opportunity for us in 2019. One thing I would love for us to do is at the end of 2019, like look back and say, yo, we really did that. Like really put in some work over the year and start knocking out some of these goals. And then look back at the year and be like, yeah, I was working hard, but it was all freaking worth it. So I wanted to go over a few things with you guys this morning. First of all, how y'all doing? Everybody good? Feeling good? Cool. I wanted to go over a few things with you guys because one of the things that I'm really impressed into is that in order for us to succeed, we all must succeed. As far as the ones that are playing the game, those that are in the game, in order for us to succeed, we all must succeed. And by succeed, I mean succeeding in the Herbalife business, right? So there's a couple things that can happen inside of Herbalife, and I was a victim to this as well. Inside of Herbalife, there's a couple things that can happen. One, you can be on point going in a certain direction. And then number two, you can get knocked off course into thinking you're doing an Herbalife business, but you're actually not. I've been on both sides of that. I've been on both sides of that. And sometimes the distraction is like, it's so smart. Like sometimes the distraction can be so smart that you don't even realize that you got distracted. You don't even realize it. You're like, what the hell just happened? I just spent 2 years at this same pen. Why? I've been working. I've been busting my ass. Why am I at the same pen for 2 years? Doesn't make any sense. So I really wanted to get present to, where we want to go inside of the Herbalife business, what the Herbalife business actually is, and then what success actually means. Success in the Herbalife business. Y'all cool with that? Cool. All right, cool. So I just want to thank you guys for hopping on Tuesday morning, every Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. I appreciate you guys for that. It makes me feel so good that I have a mastermind group to actually collab with. This is actually something that was on my dream board. So, we just did new vision boards for 2019. This was something that was on my vision board for 2018. Create a mastermind group, keep it going consistently, and to really get some success and some great feedback and some, iron sharpens iron kind of feeling with the mastermind group. And that's exactly here we are. Here we are a full year later, still hopping on these mastermind rooms every Tuesday morning and vibing off of each other. So I'm going to go over a few things, but before we get into that, I wanted to do a little bit of recognition and also some iron sharpens iron, right? So we got two people who are really killing it, and it's going to be two different types of recognition. So the first recognition is going to be for a guy who was able to really come into the game on fire, build a team, and then those that know are actually paying attention, he missed the cut, right? And if you don't know, somebody asked me the other day, they said, how can somebody not be an active supervisor if they're at a higher pen than an active supervisor, right? So let me break it down for you guys. So when you hit supervisor, active supervisor, it's active supervisor, right? Active supervisor means you do 3 months of 2,500 documented volume points in a row, right? 3 months of that makes you an active supervisor. You do one more month of 2,500, that'll make you world team, right? And then after world team, you guys know it's active world team, get team, middle team, president, right? After you hit active supervisor and then you start hitting these other pins, it doesn't matter what your pin is, right? If you ever miss 2,500, you're no longer active supervisor. So just to be clear, that doesn't take your pin away, all right? That doesn't mean that you lose your world team pin or you lose your active world team pin. Like if I missed a cut this month, that they wouldn't take away my middle team pin. That's not the way that works. I just wouldn't be considered an active supervisor. So in order to get back to active supervisor, I would just have to do my 2,500 the next month and do it 2 more months after that, and I'll be considered an active supervisor again. All right, so they can't take my pin away. So is that. The reason you want to do 2,500 is because once you start getting the 3 levels of supervisors, you get 5% royalties, right? You guys remember that? You get 5% royalties on your first 3 levels. So the 5% you only get if you do your 2,500. So if you do not do your 2,500, you get, based on what you do, you'll go down. So if you do 2,000, you'll get 4%. If you do 1,500, you get 3%. If you do 1,000, you'll get 2%. If you do 500, you'll get 1%. If you do under 500, you get 0. Right? That's really how that works. So this guy, right? And what happens to most people, just you guys with me on this? Like I'm not going over everybody's head, right? What happens to most people is they come into the game on fire. So if they come into the game on fire, right, it's like ignorance on fire. They're just going. They're just going. They're getting all these clients, they're getting all the distributors. They go, they build a team, and then once they hit that first wall, right, that first adversity, and they miss a cut, they shrivel up and they just disappear. That's what happens to most people. The ones who are successful, though, are the ones who, when they miss that first cut, not everybody does, but some people do. I actually missed the cut too. When you miss that first cut, you go back to the drawing board and you say, okay, so I had a great run. Let me figure out what I'm doing, what I can improve on, and let me get back in the game. That's the game of Herbalife. It'll shine a magnificent spotlight on you, and you have the opportunity to actually see what it is that spotlight is trying to show you, right? Once it gets analyzed, get back to work more efficiently. That's a quality that you can't teach, but it's invaluable. Seriously invaluable. So I want you guys to give it up for back into his cuts. First cut of Active Super. We already know the flow that he's in. He's going to smash these next two. Active World Team, Nella Robinson. Bro, I just want you to share with us a little bit about your experience of missing the cut, getting back in the cut, missing the cut, getting back into it, and how you were able to get that momentum back for yourself.
Hey, Damon, thank you for the recognition. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my experience. At first it was weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was weird not being on production. It was weird sitting in the crowd. It's too crowded. I don't like it. It's very uncomfortable. I got big shoulders. For some reason, I'm always in like the middle somewhere. But I had to remind myself of why I said yes to Herbalife. You know, why I wanted to be in Herbalife. You know, and I told myself that I'm in here for life, so why be hard on myself? And I told myself that, and this is self-conversations I have with myself, because, you know, you can get in your head when you miss your cut and stuff like that. You're seeing other people doing things that, you know, you used to be part of. You know what I mean? I just had to get clear. You know what I mean? Everything is clarity. I had to get clear on why I'm here, who I'm doing it for, you know what I'm saying? And know for a fact where I'm headed. So once I made that decision, you know what I mean, I hit my cut. You know, when I missed it again, it's just like, it wasn't nothing. Because I already told myself, I got to chase the conversations. Don't chase the volume. And I also told myself that, all right, you had a team before that was working their way up to supervisor. That's how you was able to be hitting your cuts like that. It's hard to do it when you just pushing yourself. But I didn't want to make no excuses. So that last event, it was like a slap in the face for me. And I was like, yo, all I got to do is just do the work. And that's how I did it. You know what I mean? All the volume that I have is I'm responsible for it. You know what I'm saying? All the clients and stuff like that. I just told myself I had to do the work, chase the work, high production. You know what I mean? I'm going after royalties. You know what I mean? I'm looking past 2,500. You know what I'm saying? So I had to know what the work consists of to do that. You can't just be saying things, but you don't know what to do. So I know I had to chase the conversations to get the clients. You know what I'm saying? And eventually to get the coaches or the preferred members or the retail clients. You know what I mean? So I said, all right, I got to have more conversations. I got to be very clear when I'm talking to people. And that's what y'all see now. So thank you for allowing me to share that, Damon. And let's grow, y'all. Let's have fun. And let's just do the work and stop talking.
Oh, awesome, bro. It was a lot of things that were key. One of the things that you said where you were chasing the work, not the volume. I think a lot of people miss that part of like really just, I got to hit my 2,500. I got to hit my 2,500. I got to hit my 2,500. Like, what is that 2,500 made up of, though? Like, are you actually having enough conversations to get enough clients to get the 2,500? Are you actually making a difference, following up with people, getting them some great results that they want to continue with you? You know, it's like the work. Are you earning this 2,500? Like, that's really what it's about. And another thing is you said you're chasing royalties. So I remember Mars asked me at not the last HOM, but the HOM before that. We were just sitting there talking. It was before the HOM started. And he was like, so what's up, man? What's your goals, bro? You trying to hit 10K? Like personal volume? I was like, nah. He's like, why not? And I was like, that's not my focus. He was like, well, what's your focus then? I was like, royalties, bro. I'm want to build my organization. Like, I want to bring in some new coaches. Like, if I do 10K, it'll be because there's a bunch of new distributors hitting senior consultant, hitting DAP, hitting qualified producer, hitting supervisor. Like, that's my focus. And he's like, damn, you haven't been talking about that DAP shit for like a year now. Yeah, bro. Yes, exactly. So I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being so on point, man. Thank you for being resilient, bro. And thank you for being clear on why it is that you're in this business, man. It's people like you who we know will go to the top because you'll be able to endure. So I appreciate you, fam. So next up, the guy's got his thumb up. I don't know how long he's been in active suit, but it's been a minute, right? And in this business, you want to look for those people who will be consistent, who will be able to endure, who will show up no matter what, who will have that like mindset of you don't even know if it's something going on. They just show up a certain way every single time, right? So you're looking for that. And this guy is that and then some. Not only is he that, he's a part of the leadership. He's helping other distributors. Like this guy has connections and relationships with people that you wouldn't even know about. He's giving them coaching. He's helped guiding them, and he's keeping himself on point. He's making sure he's hitting his 2,500, so he's on production, so he's around the leadership, so he will continue to get the mentoring, right? Like if you think about it, every Thursday night, we're in a room with people who are making some serious money every Thursday night. Of course, we're in Herbalife, so you would never know it because they're so humble. But it's $1 million in there. Like it's $1 million room. If you really think about it, it's $1 million room every single Thursday night. And this guy is in the conversations, in the intimate conversations with these people every single Thursday night and that one Saturday a month. So just think about this for a second. People pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to get mentored by millionaires. People will go to Tony Robbins seminars. People go to Les Brown seminars. People go to all these different seminars, right? We get that every Thursday night. And if you're a supervisor, all it costs you is $10. So do you think if you're spending time around those types of people that at some point you might digest some of the information and the tips and the tricks and the nuggets that help them become those people? Of course. You can't help it. If that's your top 5, those are people you spend the most time with. That's probably what your life is going to look like. So I appreciate you, bro, for being super consistent, for being in those conversations, for being in the room early, for being the last one to leave, and doing that over and over and over and over again. I know sometimes because you do it so much, it can go overlooked. Like, oh, yeah, that's normal. But I want to acknowledge you for it, bro, because it ain't easy. So I want you to talk a little bit about that, the consistency of what you're doing, how you're able to endure. So I want you to give it up for World Team. One way to ask the World Team, Jamal Stratton.
Hey, Dame, yo. First of all, I appreciate you, fam. And, like, when you say I don't know how long I've been active supervisor, this month will make it a full year because it was times where It was a time where I missed my cuts. I think I missed my cut twice in my life, yeah. And it was not the cool. It's not the best thing. It's not the best feeling, but it's like the best thing that Mark Hughes said is don't be that person and be like, oh, poor me. Understand what I'm saying? And I wasn't going to be like, oh, poor me. Let me, it's because of me. Like, complaining about it. You can spend all that complaining about it and just fix it. Just fix it. Use all that energy to fix it, right? So how I've been being consistent is just that really believing in myself, knowing that I can do it. A World Team member for a year and a half, for about a little over a year, but now realizing what it takes to build a team. Now, I've been doing this, April 11th will make it 3 years, but it took me 2 years and some change to find Tay. Let's put it that way. It took me 2 years to find Tay. Now, I'm not saying it would take everybody 2 years. Naylor, it took him less than a year to hit active World Team, or about a year, right? So Naylor's process was faster. Doesn't mean that he's better than me or know more than me or whatever it may be. It's just that it happened for him faster, right? So mine, it took me until now. Now I learned that Now I can attract the Tay. Now I can attract the Myra, all because that I was showing up to the HOMs, SGSs, LDWs, JKs. Like, it was times where, actually, it was plenty of times where HOMs was in Philadelphia. I used to take an Uber all the way down there every Wednesday, $60 there and back. That's $120. And I got to pay $10 for the HOM. That was $170 a week. And some people, some people say, oh, I can't do it. My head hurts. Or I can't do it. I don't got no ride. Man, I'm driving across the state. You telling me that you can't do it? So it's cool. Like, people do it make sense to them, but it's just that it's like a no matter what thing. It's like a no matter what. Do you want to do it or not? We made dream boards. Well, you can call it a dream board, but a vision board. And I'm not just making it just to make it. I'm making it because I want to complete it. I want to check it off. I want to check off that goal. And I know in order for, say, the people that I sponsor to check off their goals, I have to check off mine. And like I said, it's consistency. Like 4 HOMs, if you're not local, 4 Wednesdays every month, 1 STS every month. That's it. You go to a job that's like, you don't feel like going once a week. But we're going to somewhere that's building a business. Why wouldn't you want to be around this? Like Naylor, I've been in the business longer than him, but he achieved the goals that I'm pushing for. So why wouldn't I want to be able to rub shoulders with him and see what he's doing? Damon, millionaire team. It's every pin in here is where somebody's trying to reach, right? It's a couple people that supervise, a couple people that's qualified producer in here. They want to hit supervisors, plenty of people that supervise, plenty of people that hit world team, plenty of people one person hit millionaire team, right? About to be on his way to Prez team this year, right? So it's like you can always learn from the team, yo. It's always learn from the team, and just no matter what, be coachable, yo. Be coachable. It's gonna be like I remember I told one of my teammates, I said, yo, when it's getting close to the time to go to an event where that stuff may get in your way, right? You may run out of gas, or your car may act crazy, or whatever the case may be. Is when you go to when you make it a priority to be like, yo, I'm going no matter what, you'll make it happen. You'll make it happen, right? So of course I'm not not throwing a shot to one of my teammates, but I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying is that when you make this business a no matter what, nothing else matters. When you look at your why, nothing else matters. If you got a daughter or kids, nothing else matters but to help them put a smile on their face and help them reach their goals. And so you never had. Okay, my goal is never have my kids work ever. Like never put an application in ever. That is my goal. But whatever your goal is, you have to remember. You have to remember that. And if you can't remember that, sometimes you get off track. Talk to somebody. Don't hold it in and be like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna try to deal with this. Speak to somebody, because I'll talk to Damon all day. Like, it's nothing that I'm holding on to that he don't know. Like, I just let him have it. Understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, when I let him have it, I come out with I can't even say that word because I suck at saying that word. Like, I can't even pronounce this word I was about to say. But basically, I come up with something to solve the problem. Damn, I can't say the word, yo. Anyway, long story short. Thank you, my man, yo. Thank you. You're a real one, yo. I can never say that word, bro. Yo, I don't know what's up with me. So, but anyway, yeah. Long story short, just staying consistent, man. Like, just staying consistent. These Zooms right here, 11 a.m. It's easy to get on. We all at our cribs right now. As I think Bree at the dentist office. We all be at the crib talking about a $7.6 billion business, how to build it. One more thing. This one person, the fit couple, their business is doing amazing. They're doing way over $3 million in business, right? Everybody's a $7.6 billion business. You can make a $7.6 billion business under your ID. Understand what I'm saying? And I remember Black Press said, would you like to be the first millionaire team, not millionaire in your family? Not millionaire team member, millionaire. I said, yes, I would. Yes, I would. So just being consistent, man. The vision board is right behind me. You know the deal. Like, I'm super ready to change pins this year. Appreciate you, Dane.
Awesome, fam. I appreciate you, bro. And a couple things I want to touch on that you said. First off, You've been talking about kids a lot. I know you got a family on your vision board, so I think that there might be something happening, something manifesting for you this year.
Yeah, like 2024. 2024.
Been a lot of conversations about kids and family and everything, so there might be something manifesting. But what you talked about as far as being the first millionaire in your family, like, so every morning I've been on my visualizations. I've been getting back into my miracle morning, and hey Chuck, good morning. And I'm looking at like mansions, like castles. Huh? Sit in my lap. All right. I'm looking at mansions like castles, like literally, they're like castles, right? And I'm very present to one thing. Like I imagine like my son running around in there. I'm 11. I imagine my son running around inside the house. My other son running around inside the house. That's my morning ritual. Like I watch the videos. I imagine my family in there, and I'm very present to this. Without Herbalife, there would be no route for me to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be the route that I would like pray that I would just luck up, maybe hit the lottery or something like that, and get there? Yeah, that's us. But in Herbalife, I'm going to get there. This is a sure way for me to get there. Surefire way. So Herbalife is the average person's best chance of living an extraordinary life. Anybody can do this business. Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah. Anybody. And also, just in case you guys didn't know, I talked to Noel from corporate, and they haven't released the number yet. But last year, 2018, Herbalife had its biggest year in the history of the company. Yeah. Yeah. In the history of the company. Yeah. If that doesn't tell you that now is the time, like when they say the wave is coming, it's here. Like it's time to get in the water and start paddling. It is here. Yeah. It is time. Yeah. And another thing I want to touch on that Jamal was talking about, he kind of touched on it a little bit, but so I've been watching the Larry Thompson trainings, and he was talking about techniques versus concepts, and the concept of using an HOM, the concept of using very simple, going to events, 3, 2, 1, like very simple, right? Like not using the technique, but just using the concept. And you said a lot of times people get caught up in the technique, and they make the technique the reason why the business works. And the reason why that's not doable for everybody is everybody can't do your technique. Not everybody can do a fit camp, can run a fit camp, run 100 people in the park. Not everybody can open up a nutrition club. What about that single mom, single Sally, who's sitting in her kitchen? She doesn't want to open up a business. Does that mean Herbalife isn't for her? Of course not. But what he said was, it's not about the technique that makes this business so strong. What makes this business so strong is the products and the business opportunity. That's why we can all win. Yeah. Yeah. We can all win because of that. Yeah. So I wanted to get into a couple things with you guys, because here's the thing. Here's what I want us to focus on this year. And I know for some people, when I say this, you're going to be like, yeah, I know, but I'm trying, but it ain't working. I know it. I know it. And for some people, when I say it's going to be like, yeah, I ain't ready for that yet. I'm not there yet. I'm telling you right now, the one thing you want to focus on, well, one of the things you want to focus on this year, I can't say it any more clear, is duplicating yourself, building a team. So guess what? I know it's not the easiest thing to do. I know you don't have the confidence in the business yet, but you don't need it because the business works. How do you know the business works? You have so many examples of people who have been successful in this business. From the guy who works at Wendy's and does this business part-time to the guy that does this full-time from his living room with his son on his lap. You have so many different examples. From the guy living out in West New York who does this full-time on top of his personal training business. We have so many examples. So the way that you can get more confidence in this business is to start talking to people about the business. There's no way around it. You can try all you want to not do it, but guess what? We're trying to help people get there sooner than later. And if you want to get there sooner, the one thing you want to do is start having conversations with people about making some additional income and showing as many people as you possibly can the marketing plan.
Why are you sleeping?
Who's sleeping? Who you pointing at? Tay?
Yeah.
Oh, Tay sleep?
Yeah.
No, she's not asleep.
Oh.
See?
In his bed.
As soon as possible. And the only way to learn it is just to do it. Say hi, Beth. Beth is waving at you, see? Say hi, Beth.
Hi, Beth.
So the only way to learn how to do a napkin presentation, how to show people the marketing plan, is to do it.
Daddy.
That's it. Yeah, she was. She's on mute, though. She's on mute because I'm talking. That's why. You're going to get a chance to talk in a second. Okay? So the only way to learn how to do a napkin presentation is to do one. And the best way to get your practice in is to do it with people that you already know. Right? And I don't mean like the people that you're like, well, I know they ain't going to do the business. No, don't prejudge anybody. The people that you know, get that practice in now. Now. Your mom, your sister, your cousin. You already did one on your mom, do it again. You already did it on your father, do it again. You already did it on your cousin, do it again. Show them again.
Yeah,
just let them know it's practice.
I want to cut it. I want to cut it.
As much as you possibly can. Never miss an opportunity to show somebody the marketing plan.
Wait,
there's a couple reasons why. You gotta be quiet. Let me talk. They turned their video off. Yeah, Bree says she don't want to look at us. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys, let me talk, okay? All right. So there's a few reasons why you want to do napkin presentations. Here's the first one. You want to get better at explaining the business. Obviously, right? Number two, the more you see those circles, the more you believe you can fill them up. The more you see those circles, the more you believe you can fill them up. I know it might not sound like a big thing, but I'm telling you guys, Jamal told y'all why he was able to do this for years, because he believed. You have to work on your belief that you can be successful in this business. And the more you see the marketing plan, the more it makes sense to you, the more confident you'll become, the more belief you'll have in yourself that you can fill up those circles. And number three, the better you get at explaining the business, the better you'll be able to teach someone how to explain the business. Because if you understand what building a team is about, it's not about you. It's about who you can bring in and duplicate yourself. All right, everybody cool with that? So if you're like, yo, I've been having these conversations, nobody wants to join the business, I encourage you to keep going. I encourage you to do more napkin presentations. Drink more tea, pop a lift off, and do another napkin presentation. Talk to more people about the business. If you've ever gotten one distributor, you got one, you can get 100. Yeah, you got shown the one?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to, everybody cool with that? Anybody have any questions or any comments about doing napkin presentation? Anybody have any hesitations about doing napkin presentation? No? Cool. Oh, we just veterans, huh? Everybody just out here just doing napkin presentations, huh?
So I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
As far as logistics go, I actually had somebody that wanted to take a picture of the napkin presentation, and then I'm like, you know, what are the rules about that? Because I know there's no recording at the HOMs. Like, is that a big to-do if they take a picture of it?
No, they can take a picture. There's no recording at the HOMs because they don't want people's testimonies recorded. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I would tell them not to post it. Like, they're trying to post it on social media, I wouldn't have them do that, but they could definitely take a picture of it.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Great question, though, man. Anybody else? All right, hold on 1 second, because I gotta. Go ahead.
Yes.
It's nerve-wracking, Damien.
Oh, I know. I believe it. You know, it's still nerve-wracking for me, too, every time I do it.
Don't seem like it.
it ain't gonna get any easier. I'm telling you now, it ain't gonna get easier. Like if you are nervous doing it, I'm just speaking for myself, right? Because I'm a very laid back guy, right? That's just who I am. I'm a very laid back guy. When you see me in a crowd of people, I'm probably not the person that's rah hype talking in the crowd. I'm probably on the cut somewhere. Like that's me, right? Yeah, Tay knows because Tay will see me doing the same thing that Tay be doing. That's just who I am, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's your personality, it won't get easier. It won't. You'll still be nervous. Every time I go on stage, I'm still nervous. The difference is I'm better every time I go on stage. And I know that. Every time I do the napkin presentation, I'll be nervous, but I know I'm better at doing the napkin presentation. I'm learning. I'm refining it. I'm saying things differently. I'm more confident. So I know I'm going to deliver. Still nervous, though. But the reason I know I'm going to deliver, I've just done it so many times. So it is. It's the repetitions. Mastery is in the repetition. So, yeah, keep doing them. The nerve-wracking, good. Fuel yourself with that energy. Yeah, I'm scared as hell. Even tell the person. Tell the person that. When you're doing an acting presentation, like, yo, this ain't me. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm going to try to show you my best ability. I'm scared. I am nervous right now. But I'm going to show you this business. Why? Because I'm so excited about it. Like, why would I face my fear and my nervousness to show you this? It must be something of value, right? It must be something good if I'm nervous and I'm still want to show you this, right? Like, use that. And thank you, Tay, for actually saying that. I know a lot of people are thinking it, but they want to say it.
Can I say
Anybody
something?
else?
Hey, Tay, if you can, at your job, just look at it as homework. You've got all those people that you're friendly with that live there, you know, and just say, hey, I've got some homework. Can you just sit and listen to me? You're not looking at them necessarily for the business because they're residents there, but you can just use them to just rehearse because you're comfortable with them.
Yep. The faster we get the reps in, the better we'll get. And the better we get, the faster we'll duplicate ourselves because we'll be able to teach it. And that's what we want. I'm telling you guys, this is the move this year. We are going to President's Team in 2019, right? That's going to happen. We will be a President's Team organization. You may not even understand what that means yet, but you will when it happens. And you'll be like, yo, this thing is off the hook. This is bananas right now. It's so much momentum. There's so many new people. Everybody hitting these pins. Everybody income is going up. Like when an organization hits President's Team, things get crazy, but crazy good. That's going to happen this year. But the only way that happens this year is if everyone succeeds. And everyone succeeding means everyone is duplicating themselves. Everyone is building a team. That's what success means. Because like Nell said, who wants to have to month 2,500 of new clients every month? You don't want to do that. You want to do that for the rest of your life? You just have to sell $2,500 worth of business every single month. You know how nerve-wracking that could be every single month? When that first day of the month hit, you hit 2510 last month and you back at zero. You're like, I got to do this all over again? Some people are excited to see the zero, but when you muscle in that every single month, you're like, man, I got to do this all over again. But when you wake up that next day and you're already at 300 and you don't even know how that happened, you're like, let me go see who put an order in. Oh, I got this new distributor. They was pushing by the end of the month and they must have got the order that came in the next day. I woke up. I didn't even see a zero. I didn't even see a zero on my screen. I woke up at 300. Because I've been duplicating myself and working, and other distributors are learning to do what I do. Now it's not so hard. It's not so stressful to do 2,500. I got Wobbs on fire. Wobbs is on fire. New qualified producer. He's about to smash his third cut. Venetia on the line. She's in her third and final cut of that. Like, that's what you want. You want other people doing what you're doing and other people succeeding. Anybody have any questions about that? Anybody have any comments? You guys getting this? Like, understanding this?
I got a comment about the 2500 or wherever your goal is. It was a time where I was hitting my goal on the 30th, 2 a.m. in the morning, right? And it's not fun, yo. And that's when I was muscling the 2500. I was muscling it, and it's not fun. And the worst thing is when you wake up the next morning is this 0. You be sick. I'd be sick. So like after a while I got tired of that. Then I started being able to, get preferred members, get coaches, and then you won't have to do it all yourself. Yeah, you still got muscle, volume in general because we're retailing the product, we're getting new clients, things like that. But 2500 is a pain when all you're doing is muscle on it. So when you can get it done by, say, the 20th, you're relaxed. Like, you're more relaxed knowing that you did pretty good. Or 500, and if it's that. If you hit 500 before the 30th, you're more relaxed than it's to 29th and you're at 300. So knocking it out with people with you, like Tay. Shout out to Tay because she got 3 preferred members. When you pushing for 500, you won't have to worry about, I have to do 500. Yeah, it's good for you to do personally, but when you got people with you, you don't have to stress so much. You're like, okay, I know what's the name is getting healthy, so that's going to help me when it comes to volume. So it's a big deal when you have a team behind you.
Real talk.
Yeah, I just wanted to say something about that. Real talk, you shouldn't be stressing about anything. I don't care what you're going after. No stress. Know what I mean? At all. Get clear. Get clear and do the work. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If you got a real talk, the more people you talk to, the luckier you get. You know what I mean? You should go after a ton of clients each month. No matter what your team, you got to lead from the front. You know what I mean? And you want to teach your team at the same time, but you want to lead. You should, what I got from Brian Holyfield, you should be the one leading your team. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not taking away from anybody that said it, but I see now, like, the more conversations I'm having, the more clear I am, the more focused I am on what I'm doing, not wasting time scrolling, looking at videos that don't serve my purpose. Like, it's gonna come, the work gonna come because I'm attracted. Money is attracted to work. You gotta work. And if you gotta do 20 clients a month, guess what? And you doing that follow-up, you're gonna get some coaches that's gonna duplicate the same thing you're doing. So go all out, but don't stress about anything, yo. This is not the business for that. The products work. You got emotional attachment to the products, guess what? People are gonna see that because talk, they're gonna hear that. That's why it's important for us to use our products. The products is the key. You know what I mean? And you teach that to your team, guess what? Everybody gonna be duplicating the same thing, but do not stress about anything. Do the work, know why you're here, and you're gonna crush it. Straight up. That's what I'm noticing. To keep it real with y'all, Damon and Jamal, you have said I'm back. I ain't doing nothing different. I'm not. I'm just doing the work. Even when I wasn't hitting my cuts, I still had like 7 or 8 new clients. I'm not doing anything different. I'm just doing a little bit more, and I'm a little clearer now, and knowing why I'm here, and not paying attention to the volume. That's it. And I mean, a nailer is still nailer.
Nah, yo,
I'm just a
when you said that, I didn't mean like, yo, he back, like he out his funk. I didn't think that. I just said he back in cuts. That's all I meant. I didn't mean like, I know you didn't fall off.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's a distraction. Just look at the work and look how clear I am. You know what I mean? That's gonna come. When I get the president's team, then you're gonna be like, yo, he back. You know what I mean? That's what I want to hear. When I'm on that stage at Extravaganza, say he back. Because I gotta get back on that stage. To get Damon to the next level, we gotta get back on that stage.
July.
You know what I'm saying? Damon, you deserve it. Let's get it. Let's get back on that stage. Got the red carpet, bro. Let's get it.
Let's go. All right. So now, right, we got the conversations going. We got the napkin presentations going. Right. You do enough of those, you're gonna get a distributor. Right. Now what? What do you teach them? So I want to show you guys this process. I want to show you guys the marketing plan. I want to show you the new Herbalife promotions and how to use them to teach a new distributor, develop a new distributor, and help them get to supervisor. Because once your distributor gets to supervisors, they move over into what? What do they become? What do they roll over into? Naylor said it. Oh, he's on mute though. Royalties, right? That's what you want. Once the distributor becomes a supervisor in your downline, they become royalties. And how do you move up in the marketing plan after World Team? It's based on royalties. And that's what you want. So I'm going to show you guys the marketing plan. And I'm going to show you guys this, right? But here's the thing. You can show somebody this, and they can be like, yo, let's get it. Let's hype. Let's excite it. Let's do it. Or you can show somebody this, and they're like, yeah, that's cool. I don't really care. The difference will be how you present it to them. Your excitement about this, what we're going to show you guys, determines how hype your person is going to be. So if you go to your distributor and you're like, congratulations, welcome, new person on the team. So the next step for you is that. Send, and then you go off about your business. They're not going to care. But if you're like, yo, here we go. Here's the next step for you. First, you want to hit that. What is that? That's 500 points 3 months in a row. You do that 3 months in a row, you're going to get one of these 3 feet free gifts. Boom. Shoot them the gift. Show them the picture of the gift. Which one you want to get? And by doing that, you're going to increase your discount from 35 to 42% on your way to 50. And you're going to get recognized on stage at the next event. So make sure you dress up. It's all about how you present it. So if we shift our energy to having these conversations about the business, and we get hype when we get somebody in the business, and we get hype about what the next steps are for them, and we are all clear on what the next steps are, we will grow this Zoom from how many? 8 participants to 80 so fast. So fast. It's all about the information we're delivering and the excitement we have and the clarity. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to show you the new Herbalife marketing plan. All right, here we go. You guys see that? I can't only thumbs up. I can see Naylor.
Yeah,
thumbs up. Okay, awesome. All right, here's the marketing plan. So real quick, what I want to show you guys is this. So when you come into the distributor, right, you yourself can retail your way all the way to World Team. You can do that by yourself, right? Once you hit this level right here, active World Team, that is all about the team. So here's the thing. Let me go back. Here's the thing. You do not want to get to World Team and then start to build a team. It's not what you want to do. If you want to get to active World Team super fast, you want to come in out the gate as a qualified producer, as a senior consultant, as a supervisor, building a team already. Because who wants to be at World Team for 2, 3, 4 years trying to figure out how to build a team? Use your initial excitement and momentum. All right? So, senior consultant, first step in the marketing plan, 500 documented volume points in 1 to 2 months. All right? This is important to understand that 1 to 2 months. Before, it was only 1 calendar month that you could do this 500 in, and you could be a senior consultant. Now it's 1 to 2 months. All right? So that means
Dang.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good question. The pilot program, they were only talking about the qualified producer and supervisor. I think they dropped that one, the senior consultant.
No, they did.
Okay. I thought they did. Okay, cool.
No, they did. This ain't the pilot program. This is just it. This is what senior consultant is from now on.
Oh, wow. Good.
But I'm going to show you guys how it connects, too. All right? So 500 documented volume points in 1 to 2 months. The next one up is qualified producer. We read that success photo. Qualified producer, which is 1,000 documented volume points in 1 to 2 months. All right? So that means you can do 500 in the first month and 500 in the second month, and that will make you a qualified producer. Right? Shout out to Venetian, who hit qualified producer last month. Shout out to Wobbs, who hit qualified producer this month. So it's 42% retail profit now, and they also get a rebate check. Now I'm going to show you guys why it connects so well. It connects so well because of this, the new DAP program. That's why this connects so well. So here's the thing. If you get someone pushing for the first or second level of DAP, it's automatically going to move them up the marketing plan. Automatically. If they go for level 1, right, and they do 250 in their first month and 250 in their second month, what does that give them?
The first gift. I mean, well, no, the first cut.
500.
That gives them 500, which is senior consultant.
I must have misheard that.
Yeah, they do a brand new distributor. They do 250 first month, 250 second month. That gives them senior consultant, right? And they're on their way to smashing the second or the first level third cut. All right, I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers up, but just bear with me for a second. I'll make it all connect for you. Now, let's say the person comes in and they do 500 the first month, which gives them what? What does that give them? We got to know this stuff so that when we have these people hitting this stuff, we can celebrate them correctly. So if a new distributor does 500 in their first month, what do they get?
That
qualified producer.
They get 2 cuts of the they get that gift. They get
500 in the first month gets you what?
senior consultant.
Senior consultant, yes. They hit senior consultant, they go from 25% to 35%, right? But then they also hit their first cut of the DAP level 2. So now, if they do that, what are you going to push for them to do for the next 2 months? They hit the first cut of level 2, which is 500. What are you going to push for them for the next 2 months?
the same thing.
Exactly. Just do 500 2 more months in a row. So if they do 500 this month, boom, senior consultant. First cut of DAP level 2. They do 500 next month. All right, so that's 2 months of 500. What does that make them?
Qualified producer.
Yep.
There you go, qualified producer. Now they're at 42% retail profit now. Now they're going to get a check in the mail. They're going to hit you up, but they're going to be like, yo, what's this check, bro? Why I got a check? Where'd this come from? Yo, that's for your hard work. You moved up your retail profit. They sent you a rebate check. Now you're in your last and final cut of DAP level 2, which is you're going to get this Herbalife Nutrition branded meal prep set plus $75 in herbal cash. If you just finish out this third and final cut, that's it. Third and final cut.
So not fair.
Is everybody still with me? We have to understand this stuff, guys, because once you understand it, then you can teach it. All right, let's go back. Now, let's say somebody comes in, they hit 250 in their first month, right? And let's say it's the end of the month, and they at 260, 267 or something like that, and then the month ends. What are you going to celebrate them for?
That first level.
DAP level 1.
DAP level 1 first cut. Yes, correct. So this is why Herbalife put this in now. Go ahead.
I said moving up in business too, right?
Yeah, so they haven't moved their retail profit yet, right? But you can let them know. So they did like 267. You was telling them to push for the 500, but they just didn't do it, right? Normally, person doesn't do that. They say they push it, but they don't hit it. They get a little discouraged. You can still celebrate them for hitting DAP level 1, right? First cut. Now, next month, you let them know. All right, so minimum you want to do 250, but you want to push for that 500 now, because that can start your qualification for DAP level 2. So you can knock out both levels over the next 3 months. All right, so second month, they hit their 500, right? Now they're hyped because you celebrated in the first month. Second month, they started to get a little more excited. They started to get a little more courageous. They talked to a few more people. Now they hit 500. So they did 250 and then 500. What are they right now?
You're senior consultant.
Senior consultant, yeah. And you can celebrate them for hitting DAP level 1 second cut, DAP level 2 first cut. There you go. So if we learn how to use this promotion, this is for a year, y'all. Like they've rolled this out for a year for us. And you have to understand the way Herbalife works. They look at what's working and they tailor their promotions based on that. So some people may not be numbers people. I'm not a numbers guy. Like that's not my thing. I'm a royalty guy though. So when Herbalife say, yo, these promotions is getting people up to the next pin, I'm going to say, okay, myself, I want you guys to think about this for a second. How do I know this promotion like this?
You practice.
Exactly. I studied it myself. I sat and I looked and I said, okay, Herbalife rolled it out. Let me study it. So nobody taught this. Nobody sat down with me and was like, okay, this is how it works. No, they rolled it out. I said, okay, let me take the screenshots. Let me look at this. Let me study this. Okay, cool. This will make you see. So, okay, got it. Now I can teach it. It's that kind of mindset that's going to help you build a team. Because once you build a team, they're going to be looking to you to say, what's the next step? How do I duplicate myself? What do I teach my people? And you don't want to teach them a technique. That's not what you want to teach them. You want to teach them, use the products, use more products, wear your button, talk to people. Your first goal is to start hitting these cuts of that. You go for level 1, level 2. Let me show you what the gifts look like. Boom. Let me send this to you. You gifts look like you push for level 1, level 2. Which one you want to push for? Oh, you want to go for level 2? All right, cool. That's 500 this month. 500 documented vibe points this month. That'll also raise your discount 35%. So not only will you get 35% off of your products, you get 35% retail profit now. So that same $100 program will make you 35 instead of 25. And all you gotta do is 500 3 months in a row. You're gonna get this gift set, branded meal prep set, plus $75 in Herbalife cash. Boom, here we go. Now they have a goal. Now they know where to go. All right, you guys with me? Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, I was gonna say I do. So the typical how we always did, well, got and told our coaches, 500 3 months in a row would complete that, which I think I still would have that conversation with them. But if you see that maybe they're having a month where maybe they're losing focus, would you just speak on that the 250 one, just so they can at least get a prize?
Yeah, so here's what I would do. I would show them the gifts, and I'll ask them which one they want.
Okay.
That's the first thing. So I'm gonna send you this gift. I'm gonna send you the picture of the gifts. Which one you want to shoot for? Of course, they want that gift set plus $75 cash. Okay, cool. So the goal is 500. So let's say we established that the goal is 500. They push it, they push it, they push it. They do 250, 280, 290. They end the month with 290. Right? Normally, that would be a failure. Yeah. But it's not anymore. So now I'm gonna let them know, congratulations, because here's the thing. You didn't hit the second level first cut, but you did hit the first level first cut, which means now you're still in the running. Because let me go back to this. It has to start in the application date month or the next month at the latest in order for it to hit. So a person can't sign up in January and then start hitting the cuts in March. They can't do that. If a person signs up in January, they have to do at minimum 250 in January or latest February to even qualify for any of these gifts.
So Myra, this month is our third one, so she'll be getting this right here.
She started last year, right? Her first last year.
Yeah, so this will be our third cut this month.
So she'll get the other gift with the headset.
Fire.
Because this is only for new distributors who signed up January of 2019 or after.
Damon, are there still 3 cuts? Because in the chart, I couldn't tell how many cuts.
It's 3 cuts for each one. So you can do 250 3 months in a row and get level 1, and then do 500 3 months in a row and get level 2. Or you could just do 500 3 months in a row, period, and get both levels right away. So it's 3 cuts for level 1 or level 2.
Okay. I see it. 3.
So this is ideally what you want right here. See this 3-month qualification? This is ideally what you want to shoot for. You want your people to shoot for 500, 500, 500, boom, done. Level 1. But like I said, let's say they come in and they only do 250 their first month. Before that would have been a failure. You're like, they ain't serious. They ain't ready. They don't want it. Nah, you can still celebrate them. Guess what? You started the month off hitting the first cut of level 1 of the DAP. Congratulations. It has begun. Now you're in the running. So next month, you still want level 2? All right, let's get you to do the 500.
So I can tell you that was huge for Heidi. The recognition was incredible. It got her to come to events. It got her psyched for setting the 500 standard goal. And she did it 3 months in a row. And I mean, the recognition at the meetings was definitely what got her to come back.
Definitely. People don't get recognized like this, y'all. Like, this is not normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's getting this kind of, like, no. When the last time you got a high five and people were screaming and taking your pictures on stage and you holding up these boards talking about your account? When's the last time that happened? You don't get this kind of stuff. Like, this is stuff that people don't get in the normal world. So we get to use it now in our personal relationship and developing our, and then the events will just take them right over the top. But it's all about our own excitement about it. Like Venetia, no, I'll be screaming in her Telegram like, yo, you on fire, V. Like, second cut, done. Third cut, KO, here we go. Like, it's everything, because it is. This is what will help us develop our team. And then going past just our team will develop their team using the same method. Because what are they going to do when they get a new coach? They're going to tell them, yo, here we go, level 2, off top, still at 500, just the goal. All right, everybody got any questions about that? Got any another scenario? Tay like, nah, I don't want to hear no more.
I had a quick question about the herbal cash. Why are they calling it herbal cash?
Because it will be on your website.
So it's okay to only use on products.
Yes, on your website. Yep. So it'll be only on your website, and you could use it for any type of product you want. There'll be a credit that'll be added to your website. $75 in herbal cash. Great question, Venetia. Great question.
That's fire, yo. $75 off your order.
I have another question. So what are the qualifications to earn a spot in this Telegram?
You talking about Road to President's Team? There's two Telegrams on here. Which one are you talking about?
On the Road to President's Team. I know this is Mastermind, but on the Road to President's Team.
Oh, just attend the trainings each month.
Okay.
Yeah, attend the trainings each month.
Okay.
Great question, Beth. Beth, you scared? You like, they about to remove me because I missed the HOM?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What?
You scared? You like, they about to remove me because I missed the HOM because I was sick?
No, I'm ready to invite Heidi. But you know.
Oh, it's supervisor and above. Road to President's Team is supervisor and above.
Okay, supervisor. That's what I wanted to know. Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
Thanks.
All right. So what if you have a new distributor, right? So your new distributor signs up this month, and they do a donut this month. They do nothing. What happens?
They gotta start fresh the next month.
Okay. And what can they do to start off the qualification?
5 to 250. No, they wouldn't 500, right?
Either one, 250 or 500. Either one of those will start off the qualification for that.
Okay.
They have to do it in February. They have to do a minimum of 250 to remain eligible for the DAP gifts.
Yo, I just came up with an idea, right? So for somebody that just say they became a coach, or say they became a coach, like say the second of the month or whatever like that, right? Like giving them a goal, like, hey, let's try to smash this 250 by, I don't know, like 10th of the month or 15th of the month, and then just knock out the regular 250 by the end of the month. Like I just thought about that, like just trying to have the conversation with them how I would word it, like 250, smash 250 by this, and then the rest of 250 by the 30th.
Yeah, I love that.
I
mean, if you really think about it, 250 is like 1.5 clients. So if you just like, yo, let's get you 2 clients this week, that's your 250 right there. And then if they hit 250 in a week, of course you can do 500 in a month. So I like that, setting goals this week. They sign up, all right, this week your goal, 250. Let's smash this 250 this week. And then we're going to knock out that 500. All right, so let's say you sign a person up, right? It's January. You sign them up. They do a donut. February, they do a donut. March, what can they do?
They still do the first cut of DAP 1 and 2.
Nope.
What? All right.
Done deal.
The second DAP.
Nope.
Oh, dang.
It will be done, right? Because you said it has to be in their first month of signing up
to
qualify.
Yeah. Yeah. This is not a thing where they could take all year long to get started. It has to be within the first or second month of them signing up that they do a minimum of 250 to be eligible.
Okay, so if they don't do none of that, we just talking about moving up in the marketing plan now.
Yeah, you just gonna go ahead and just shoot for qualified producer. You know what I mean? Let's just go ahead and shift the conversation now. We're talking a different game now.
Or you might want to have a conversation about becoming a preferred member too.
That's true too. Especially if they come to an event. No wonder you got 2 donuts, man. Get out my volume, bro. Or get in my volume. Get to preferred member. You ain't coming to events. Stop playing. You playing. I'm gonna take my time next time before I start you run. All right, everybody got any questions about that? So we're all clear, right? First 2 months, that's the opportunity for them. If they don't hit in that first 2 months, it's a wrap. So minimum 250 in the first month or second month when they sign up. All right, so if they sign up in February and March they do donuts, it's a wrap. They can't start it in April. All right, so a minimum of 250. I would say, just like Jamal said, first week, 250. That's the goal. I like that. So we can talk about this level 2. We can ask them what your goal is. All right, your goal is 500. All right, so this first week, 250. Let's get it done.
Yeah, I think
I like that. So I got one more thing to share with you guys real quick. Go ahead. I heard somebody.
No, go ahead. I was just co-signing what you were saying, like just giving them a goal.
Gotcha. All right, so let's say they play in the game of DAP, they hit qualified producer, and you already know, once you get momentum going, you get excited, you get rolling. Like Venetia's about to smash that 3rd cut of DAP this month, 3rd and final cut. She's going to get the headset, the bag, all that, the cup. She hyped. She's going to roll her way right into supervisor. All right, supervisor is 2,000 documented volume points in 1 to 2 months, or 4,000 over a span of 12 months, right? So if you do it in 1 to 2 months, it's only 2,000. If you don't do it in a chunk of 2 months, it's 4,000. Right? So you want to do 1,000 done. Right? Once you hit supervisor, that opens you up to all of the different income sources inside of Herbalife. Right? It opens you up to the wholesale profit. It opens you up to the promotions. It opens you up to the royalty overrides. It opens you up to the production bonus once you get to the tab team. And now it opens you up to the vacations. Now you can push for the vacation you see everybody talking about. All right? So once that person hits supervisor, what we used to talk about was 2,500. Now you got to hit these cuts, right? These cuts. That's what we was talking about. When people don't hit the cuts and they get a little discouraged, right? We got Naylor. He's active world team. Talking about cuts, right? Now imagine that person that first comes in and they don't have the mindset of a Naylor. They don't have that mental toughness like that. They just came in because they love the products, and then people started asking them about it, and they just started doing the business with you, and they loved the community. It was hype. They're like, I like to be around this. This is cool. Now we give them a different game to play once they hit supervisor. So what we want them to focus on once they hit supervisor is just getting better day by day. So if they were playing the game of 500 each month, now we're talking about now you do 1,000 each month. And hopefully by this time, they started to duplicate themselves, meaning they started to get some distributors, and they started teaching their distributors to do what? $1 million question. What did they teach their distributors to do?
That.
There it is. Yes. They taught it with excitement and energy. Let's go. DAP level 2, they push it. So if you get a distributor to do 500 in your downline, and you do 500, that's 1,000 right there. See how much easier that is? Instead of getting 10 clients, you get 5. So we teach them to do 3 months after they hit supervisor. So the next month, so let's say they hit supervisor in January, in February, we want them to start hitting those cuts of 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. All right? So it's called the new supervisor program. So 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 3 months consecutively. All right, here's the thing. It must start the very next month after they hit soup for them to qualify for this. So if they hit soup in January, in February, they will be fully qualified, meaning their website switches over to fully qualified supervisor. February must start their first cut of 1,000 for the new supervisor program. All right, if they hit supervisor in February, when must it start?
March.
March, exactly. It can't start in February. It has to be the next month once they're fully qualified. These details are very, very important because it will help you promote this stuff to your team, to your people. So the new supervisor program, they do 3 months of 1,000 documented volume points, right? Now,
give him a second. It's an Android thing. Hold on.
my phone rang. I told you I'm on my mobile hotspot. All right, y'all still with me? All right, cool. So free interest into an STS, free STS ticket, 3 free months of BizWorks, which is how you see your royalties, which is king. And you get exclusive BizWorks online training with someone from Herbalife Corporate and a distributor that's rocking and rolling. So a distributor is actually doing well and able to use BizWorks. It will show you. So you get it from corporate and somebody that's in the field with you, doing the work, doing the deal every day. You get that exclusive training that nobody else is going to have access to except for you. All right? Everybody clear on that? Any questions? So you already know what it is. Third cut, final suit. This is how you promote, right? Third cut, final suit. You're going to get the bag, you're going to get the headset, or you can get the cash, whichever one you want to choose, right? Once that's a done deal, we're going to get you moving to our supervisor. Once V smashes supervisor, we'll start talking to her about starting to hit this new supervisor promotion. That's it. And she's going to get on stage again for that third and final cut of that.
Yeah, I needed to hear this because I've been slacking. Sorry. I'm not going to lie.
That's all good. We already know you're going to smash this third and final cut. We already know that's going to happen. What's this, 22nd of the month? We got, come on, we got 9 days. 9 days, you're going to smash that. As soon as we get off this Zoom, I'm going to go check and see what the numbers are, see exactly what you need. And we're going to have everybody on this Zoom start hitting you up. Yo, let's go, V. Such and such amount of points to go. Here we go. Third and final cut. Let's go. This is how we have to promote that program, because this is what people fuel off of. Like, seriously. When I came into Herbalife, like, it was so many people sending me love and recognizing me, and I was all the way across the country. Like it was California and Arizona sending me all this love from Boxer and on like conference call. I'm like, I ain't never experienced this in my life. Never. I love this. Like, I'm in. Had the Colin call me on the phone, like, yo, had the Colin call me. People were like, who the hell is that? I'm like, yo, it's like, she like millionaire, like she mad successful. Like, I don't know. I thought she was like a goddess or something to me. Like, it was like, I couldn't believe that these people even knew my name. This is the excitement we get to put behind us. All right, so it's understanding it, teaching it, and getting excited about it. Understanding it, teaching it, and getting excited about it. I would even challenge y'all to go read this stuff. I'll put it in the telegrams. I'll challenge y'all to go read over this. Read over the DAP, level 1 and level 2. Read over the supervisor promotion. I'll put this whole slide deck in there. That's what I'm going to do. I'll put the whole slide deck in there. I'll challenge y'all to read this. Learn this entire marketing plan and learn how to teach it. And learn how to get excited about every step of the way.
Can I ask another question?
Sure.
Okay, so Heidi joined last year. Hopefully she'll be supervisor within the next couple of months, and then she can qualify for the 3 levels of supervisor, the 3 cuts of supervisor.
That's a great question. So let me check. Let me go look at this.
Okay.
I don't want to answer without being exactly sure. Let me go study it. Yeah, so let me share my screen so you can see it. All right, you guys see that? Okay, all new, fully qualified supervisors from January 1st, 2019, who complete their first cut of this promotion in their new supervisor recognition month. So what that means is it doesn't matter when they sign up. It's about when they hit supervisor. So if she hits supervisor after January 1st, which clearly she will, then the following month, she would be a new fully qualified supervisor, right? And then she can start her cuts. Make sense? So it shows an example, right? So let's say a person hit supervisor in December. As of January 1st, they're a new fully qualified supervisor, and they can compete for the new supervisor program. So it's about when you hit supervisor. So great question, man. Great question. All right, that's all I got, y'all. Y'all got anything else? Any other questions? Everybody clear on it?
My issue is if I don't hit supervisor by the end of January, then I think I missed my DAP, and now I gotta get 4,000 instead of just 2,000.
No, so
as DAP.
You hit DAP already, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so DAP is done. You already completed DAP. So the supervisor promotion is 2,000 in 1 to 2 months, but it doesn't say when that 1 to 2 months has to start. It just has to be consecutive. Make sense? So you could do 500 in January and then do 0 in February and be like, oh, okay, I got to start over again. And you can. And in March, you could do 2,000 and be a supervisor that month. Or you could do 1,000 in March, 1,000 in April, supervisor. It just has to be in a consecutive 2-month span. That make sense? I can see it's like, nah, not really clear. Nah, you ain't get it. Nah, you ain't with me. You ain't with me. What's your volume at right now? Right now.
I'm hitting supervisor. Seems so far away. I'm just a little confused with the volume that I have to get. Like, I think I'm like at 500 almost.
Right now, this month, you're at 500?
Mm-hmm.
At this month, right now, you're at 500?
Yes.
Okay, so if you add this month plus last month, subtract that from 2,000, that's how much you need this month.
Last month it was like a little over 5, I believe.
Okay, so you got like maybe about 900 to go this month. So once next month hits, December doesn't count anymore for you, only January, because it's a 2-month span. So now January still counts, and now you have February to finish it out. That make sense?
Okay, yeah.
So it's always the 2 months. So when the next month hits, you lose that third month back. That's gone. It's only the last month now. The 2-month span. Cool. These are great questions, y'all. Like, these are questions I ask too. Like, I ask people these questions. I ask them the details of how it works and all that stuff. So now that I understand it, now I can teach it. And then you guys ask the question. Now you understand it. You're going to have, at some point, you're going to have a team that's going to come and ask you these questions, and you're going to be able to explain it and help them understand how to reach that next level. It's a very big deal. All right, I know it's 15 minutes after, so we're just going to go over the dates real quick. So for those that are my phone rang again, my bad. February 16th, Philadelphia STS. That is the next STS for us. Coming to do the training is millionaire team members and a brand new. So it's 2 people that are married, but they have 2 IDs, and their second ID just hit millionaire team. Jose and Carla Gonzalez. Is going to be an amazing training because Carla is on fire right now. Like, she literally said, she lived in Philadelphia. She said, I'm going back to Virginia where I'm from. Go build this team back up. We're going to go smash Mill team. That's exactly what they did. All right, so that's February 16th STS. And then you guys know April LDW is in Atlantic City. It's supposed to be over 3,000 people coming in. So that's April 26th to the 28th. So the weekend of April 26th to the 28th. It's going to be at the Ocean Resorts Hotel and Casino. If you need information for that, we'll post all the information, or just reach out to your upline. They'll be able to give you all the information about the April LDW. But make sure you get your tickets in advance for the STS. Make sure you get your LDW tickets because they're at a discounted price right now. They're at a discounted price. And in order to go to the LDW, you must be a supervisor, or, it's a big or, you must be a supervisor or do 1,000 documented volume points in the 3-month span. January, February, March. It's a big or. So you got January, February, March to accumulate 1,000 total documented volume points, and that will qualify you to go to the training in Atlantic City at LDW. All right? So let's say you're a brand new distributor, and you do 1,000 documented volume points, January, February, March to qualify for LDW. What does that make you?
That makes you a qualified producer. Yeah.
Boom. There you go. Qualified producer. Now you get recognized as a qualified producer at LDW, right? See how this all ties in? Like, Herbalife is brilliant. Like, they are literally trying to give us the blueprint for this stuff. Like, if we take the time and look at the details, they're like, we're trying to show you guys what's working. Get your people to push to be able to be at an LDW, and they'll be hitting these cuts. They'll be hitting that level 1 and 2, second cut, probably smash that third cut. They'll get recognized for that, and they'll get recognized for qualified producer. Probably get recognized for supervisor with all that momentum they got going on, pushing to be able to go to this event.
Yo, Dan, let me say something. Also, LDW was, this April was my first event. This is my first event. Before H1, for all that, this is my first event, LDW, in April, right? And LDW is leadership development weekends. And when you hit supervisor, they're really, like, the trainings are so much better when you're a supervisor, because they tell you a lot more stuff that you guys want to hear. So, of course, like he said, 1,000, but when you hit supervisor, it's those trainings that you won't have to miss no more. And that's what fired me up. Because the first time I went, I stayed, and then they said I had to go.
Yeah, it's like stealing.
I had to go. They said, yeah, you're not a supervisor. You're not a supervisor. So I told myself, next LDW, I'm going. So next LDW, I was going as a brand new supervisor. So push for supervisors so you can be able to go to them trainings, man, because you do not want to do it. I did. Yo, last time it was snowing. I had to go cross the bridge and come back home. I was sick. So that's really about it. Push for supervisor.
They was like, raise your hand if you got a wristband on. All right, everybody's got a wristband on. Thank you so much for coming out. We're going to see you guys to the I'm all like, well, why everybody else there?
Bro, sick.
All right, so that's all I got, y'all. I apologize for taking an hour and 20 minutes, but I really felt like this was information we had to go over and also get an understanding of the information, too. I will have the recordings for you guys very, very soon. We're going to see how close V is to her third cut of that, and then we're going to flood her Telegram today. One team, one dream, Press Team 2019. Here we go. Mastermind, we are out.